heaviest that I drink these days, or
Yeah.
Diet Coke, or a Diet Coke, or a Pepsi Max.
Yeah.
You don't think they are?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, Blake's sorting it out. So anyway, you want to talk about climate change?
Yeah, as I say, I watched a show from Piers Morgan on Foxtel during the football I recorded last night, and I went to it this evening during the AFL, and he's saying something like 74% of Brits, of the English, believe in climate change. How they go about it is another matter, which is fair enough.
Well, the thing is,
he believes it. So even though he works for Murdoch, and the person whose aim was part of that rebel distinction and all the rest, the rat bags, rebel distinction or whatever it is. Whether you see on in the news services and all this week that I was going to say gentleman, that person who jumped on the pool table.
Yeah, I did. I mentioned it last week when I was on air.
Yeah.
I was talking about it last week. I think it was Tuesday night I was talking about it.
Yeah. But that's going to be their cause of world good, isn't it? They're really going to get a lot of support for that.
Yeah. There's a story I saw in the wires today. Greenland and Arctic ice sheets are now losing more than 3 times as much ice a year as they were 30 years ago.
So it is taking, so it is happening.
Well, something's happening, but I don't know. You look back at history. I mean, we've had ice ages. We've had, the droughts, the floods, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. You name it. We've had it all many times. Yeah. So yeah, and life, it all keeps changing. And but I think if you want to tackle it, we have to do it collectively. And by collectively, I mean every single planet on the Earth has to be on the same page and prepared to make the necessary changes that are needed to bring down carbon emissions. It's no good Australia cutting off its nose to spite its face. Losing jobs, destroying our economy and all the rest of it, making us weaker, when other countries, and we know who they are, they're ploughing ahead, full steam ahead, and they don't care about the climate. They just care about feeding their millions of people.
That's right.
And making sure they have a sustainable future as much as possible. So, like I said, it's got to be a collective.
One and all in.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what a collective is, yeah.
But, because, I wouldn't go as far as the Greens say, which I really do.
Yeah.
But I think most major parties, both Labor and Liberal, believe in climate change. How we go about it is another matter.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the very few things they disagree on. And you do not want to see electricity bills, as we've seen, go through the bloody roof.
No.
And goodness knows what. And, so you're right. We can't cut off our nose, spite our face. And you got to be... I do now believe in climate change. I've been an agnostic for a long, long time. But I do when you 74% of Brits, which is a similar country to Australia. I know it's a colder climate, but they're similar people, similar values. Like it's a first world country, and we go into the Westminster system and all the rest of it. That's what Piers said last night on the show, or tonight when I saw it back. He said, go to China, go to Russia.
Yeah.
Go to Beijing and protest.
Well, that's exactly right. And send me a postcard from prison, and good luck to you.
You're so principled. Go to Beijing and protest. Go what a good day in the civil society in England, in London and all the rest of it. But go to Beijing and protest against the government of the day.
Yeah.
That's why we're still lucky in the Western world, Andrew. England, Australia, New Zealand, America, all the rest of it. I don't, compared to your Chinas, your Russias, you're protesting against them. Well, I could not ring up Talkback Radio and say anything I said about Labor or Liberal or Democrats, how am I going?
I don't know.
Greens, anything like that. And I'd never ring you again because I'd be 6 foot under.
Max, how long has Pepsi Max had alcohol in it?
Sorry? I don't know. I haven't had a drink since July, Andrew.
I'm not saying it, but he said it.
Yeah,
now-
I don't know what makes that bloke think sometimes. I really don't.
Yeah. Hey, Jenny says climate change is a crock of UN crap designed to wreck economies and a transfer of wealth, ours to them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Thank you very much, John.
Yeah,
Hey, before you go, did you hear they're trying to get rid of the ships on the Manchester club's badges?
I'm recording that.
Because they're upset about the fact that the ships brought slaves. Nothing to do with soccer, nothing to do with Manchester United or
Man City. I agree. If you go straight wonderful. But when we go, you can't say he or her or Mr. or Miss or Mrs. or Red Smith on Peter's show last night. Likes to be referred to as they, not he or even she.
Yeah. Hey, I was talking to somebody, a politician, during the week, and they were talking about the fact that there's some people out there in our schools, some kids out there in the schools are turning up in cat suits because they identify as cats. I'm not kidding you. This is what's going on. They parade around and meow and do all that sort of stuff that the cats do. And
you got to eat cat food.
And you got to eat cat food and go to the bathroom in a kitty litter.
You got to eat dine.
Yeah. All right. Good on you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Steve Ward. Steve Ward just sent in a message. He says, "G'day."
Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Good one. I'll go to bed to listen to you, mate.
All right, good on you. Thanks very much for that. Good on you. See you, John.
Bye, mate.
8223 is the interactive number. Another text says, it's so sad. Tradies don't put pride into their work anymore. I'm 75. I had a new gutter installed 2 weeks later. They start to sag. And there was a gap between the gutter and the roof. Forrest, hello, Peter.
Third night you've been on this week.
Yes, it is. And I'll be on tomorrow night, and I'll be on Sunday night, and I'll be back on Anzac Day night as well.
Right. Now, I rang up for two reasons. The callers who say I can only talk one topic, well, I'm going to talk that topic quickly.
What topic?
On Sunday at Unley Oval, Wigan Oval, we are having a sturt luncheon in the new Thomas room of the Jack Odie stand.
How do you go about cleaning toilets? What do you do?
Well, you make sure that you have a scrubbing brush and disinfectant, and you like to have a nice smelly aroma in there when people go, and it's mainly in hotels, see? I'm not talking about homes.
Right.
Hotels, I don't know. Where does Cinderella clean, by the way?
They clean everywhere.
Oh, well, if they don't do the Cremorne, do they? Because I know all the cleaners at the Cremorne.
I don't know if they do the Cremorne or not. But, hey, do you wear gloves when you clean toilets?
Yes, I do.
I hope so.
Sanitary reasons.
I hope so.
And I also,
because you don't want to have a problem with fingernail biting if you're a cleaner, do you? No.
I've seen some awful things in toilets.
Have you really?
Now, yesterday, Andrew, you'd be very proud of me.
Why?
I got up very early as usual. Got the tram down.
Proud of you.
And first of all, I did 4 job applications.
4 job applications.
Number one was Caruso's Fruit and Veg, Chetty Road, at 6:20 a.m. yesterday. Number 2 was Bocelli in Hutt Street City, run by the wonderful Joe and frequented by people like Mark Aston, Peter Darley, Hollywood Sid McDonald, yours truly. A lot of other famous people go there. I'm not famous, by the way.
Yes, you are, Peter. You are famous.
The next one was a cafe at Mitcham near Romeo's Foodland. I did a job application there and at Mitcham News Agency in the same shopping centre. They were my 4 applications on Thursday the 20th.
Oh, good.
Today I've been a little bit tired because I was at Marion last night, absolutely exhausted.
Oh, really? What were you doing at Marion last night?
I caught up with a mate. We just had a little talk there, and then I caught the bus back and caught the tram from Forestville home. And I missed out on John's gin tasting, but I believe it went well. So.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Now, will Mark be going to the luncheon? That's the question. Mark
that's
from Cinderella.
The question. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what he looks like. Can you send me a picture of him? Or?
Who, Mark Ferdinand?
Yeah.
He's on Facebook. Look him up.
Okay. Well, as you know, I'm dashing, debonair, and what's the other word? And I haven't been drinking, by the way.
No.
Debonair and youthful. That's it, youthful.
And youthful. For 65 years old, you're very youthful.
Well, I'm not that old. Age is a number.
Useful? Youthful or useful?
Youthful.
So useful.
Youthful.
Yeah, useful. So you're useful.
Now, look, I won't mention, I never give a lady's age away, but I'm the same age as one of 5AA's best-known producers.
Who's that?
Liz McCaskill and I are only born 2 weeks apart. She's 2 weeks older than me.
Liz McCaskill.
She is.
She is not.
She is.
No, she's 35.
She was born in 1958.
She told me she was 35.
Well, anyway, the only young ones there are Gina, who was born in I don't know, you know Gina better than I do, but I have met Gina on many occasions. And who's the other one I know? Oh, Tammy. Tammy's been there 30 years.
I know. I can't believe that Tammy's been here 30 years. That's incredible.
No, I've never met Tammy.
Haven't you? Well, you should make the effort to come in and introduce yourself.
Now, Andrew, what was the situation, the changeover producers between Matthew and Jade Rodbury?
I don't know. Do you know?
No.
No, I don't know either.
Well, who's producing Jade now?
Well,
Josh.
Josh is.
And he was previously doing Leon before Tammy, and now Tammy's back in the mornings. I'm very confused today.
What are you confused about? It's not hard.
Well, why do they keep switching producers from morning to afternoon?
They don't keep on switching. They've done it once.
Well, Tammy was on with Leon, then Josh took over Leon, and now Tammy's back with Matthew.
Yeah, and that's all right. That happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's the same in the evenings. Originally it was Sam Daddo, and then it was Justin, and now it's Blake, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's what, it's the only constant in life is change.
And the two certainties are death and taxes.
There's more certainties than death and taxes.
What, that Sturt are going to beat Port only on Sunday?
No, that's not a certainty. That's not a certainty at all.
Well, Leo would disagree with me, but I think Leo will win by 4 or 5 goals, Sturt.
Yeah.
And what are you doing on Sunday, Andrew? Probably resting in the morning?
Probably minding my own business.
Having a coffee at Chibo's?
No, I'm not sure.
Or having a coffee at Banjo's?
Banjo's? No. I'm not meant to be drinking coffee. Last weekend, I had a coffee, right? Actually, I had 2 coffees on Saturday evening. I went to visit a friend, and she made me a short black, and it was a really good short black, all right? So I said, "Oi, give me another short black," all right? Knowing that I'm very sensitive to caffeine, right? And so, no worries. 6 o'clock the next morning, I'm still trying to get to sleep.
I know the feeling, yeah, I know.
You know
Same
the
with
feeling,
Coca-Cola,
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Anyway, before I go, and what's your prediction for the Sturt Port game at Unley on Sunday?
I'm predicting that one team will win.
We stood at 10-1 on in the betting, which is $1.09.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
But you don't bet because you're a Mormon.
No, I'm a non-practicing Mormon and a baptized Catholic.
And a non-practicing. So what do you practice?
I practice Christianity.
Oh, do you? Caesar sent in a message, Peter, Krispy Kreme are looking for quality controllers to taste the
where
donuts.
are they? Where are they?
Everywhere. So they're looking for quality controllers to taste the donuts. Are you up to it?
Well, I have put on a lot of weight, unfortunately. Yes, I am.
Why have you put on a lot of weight?
COVID.
Oh, COVID.
Yeah, during COVID, I went from 75 to 105 kilos.
Oh, gee, that's...
I know, I've got to be careful.
Oh, you have to be
despite
careful.
Walking 10 Ks a day. Now, what about public transport? They're looking for any security men on the trams and buses and trains?
You'd be a great security man, Peter.
Yeah, I know every route in Adelaide.
Yeah, nobody would be wanting to step a foot out of place if you're on one of the trams or buses or trains.
I could control the Mitcham train station.
You could control everybody. You could say, "All right, okay, buddy, you want to muck around with me? Let's see you try. All right."
Yeah. Did you hear that terrible story, Andrew?
Hey, mate, I'll give you some lines. You're going to look pretty funny eating corn on the cob without any teeth. All right, you'll be able to say that.
I have got them.
No, I'm talking to, this is what you say to any
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go on.
pretending if you're a security guard and somebody's playing up and giving you a bit of lip, you say to them, you're going to look pretty funny eating corn on the cob without
I get
teeth.
you.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to,
Now, look, Andrew,
if you're a security guard, you've got to have these standard one-liners, like, make my day, punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear the breaking news? Someone was assaulted in City Cross today.
Yes, it happened at around about 7:30 this evening. Was it 7:30 this evening?
Oh, my God, that's terrible.
Yeah, I know. It was. It wasn't just somebody. It was a security guard, and he was stabbed.
I'm not that brave, Andrew. I'm a little bit of a coward. So.
Well, then maybe being, in...
cleaner.
Well, you can, you never know. You never know. But Peter, good luck tomorrow, all right?
Yeah, well, I hope to meet Mark. What's his name?
Ferdinand's. I'll put in a good word for you. I'll put in a good word for you, right?
Thank you, Andrew.
All right. Good on you, Peter.
Yeah, have a great weekend. Thank you.
I will. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow night, okay? 10 till midnight tomorrow night. 2 hours of open line talkback here on 1395 Adelaide's 5AA. We've got some messages coming in. Hey, Andrew. This is lovely. You're the best. Best luck for the future. Thank you very much to the person who texted that in. Rob said cats are very clean. Is Peter a cat? I didn't have a chance to ask him. I'm sorry, but I don't think he's a cat. I don't think he even identifies as a cat. I will have to ask him next time. Another one says, another text says, I went to CBC in 1975. Is this Pete the guy that had a family that had trotters? Sounds like he's a busy man. If he's the general manager of my favourite restaurant, still one hung low. Thank you very much for that text. Johnson & Johnson are after cotton wool ball rollers, Pete. All right, there you go. Fantastic. Get in touch with Johnson & Johnson, Pete, if you're interested in rolling up cotton wool balls. They would love to hear from you. Coming up to 11 o'clock, 1395, Adelaide's 5AA. I guess if there's 1 hour left, you know what that makes it, Blake? Happy hour time! Happy hour time! Go make yourself a cup of tea. Go make yourself a cup of coffee or a hot chocolate or have a soft drink or maybe something a little bit harder. It's a happy hour time. Phone 8223 00